If you're anything like me, you've spent countless hours and dollars looking for some nice accessories for your Ally, Steam Deck, or other Windows handheld. Not to worry, I'm here to save you some time. Not money though, this is an accessories buying guide after all. And just before we get started, I'll tell you that all of these were purchased with my own money unless otherwise stated. So as usual, no sugarcoating here. And be sure to check out the links in the description if you're interested in picking any of these up. Oh, and these aren't in any particular order, just in case you were wondering. They are in particular categories though. Okay, let's get to it. First up are chargers. I know, how boring. But this here isn't boring. This tiny little 65-watt charger, which will power pretty much any of your handhelds or phone, is super compact. Sure, it's not 100 watts, but this thing literally fits in the palm of my hand. My only gripe about it is that it doesn't have collapsible prongs, or removable prongs. Speaking of that, this charger, which I showed on the channel before, does have collapsible prongs, and is a nice all-around charger. This one was sent to me for review, but they don't even know that I'm making this video. And I like this charger's overall build quality and the fact that I can charge USB-C and USB-A devices together, if I need just a little bit more versatility. And of course, if we're talking versatility, there's this chonker. It is 100 watt capable, just like the UGREEN charger, but it's an amazing travel buddy, since it has numerous adapters for several countries all built in. I'll just butcher the names, so let me just throw up a couple of those countries and regions up on the screen. My only complaint about this thing is it's heavy. Though I suppose you could argue this means it's of good build quality. I guess so. It's mostly plastic on the outside, but it is kind of soft touch, and I'm sure you can also give someone a nice head injury if you decide to throw it at an intruder or something. I'm not advising that, just so you know. Next, I wanted to share a couple of cables to go with those chargers. The first one is your standard USB-C to USB-C cable. This one from UGREEN again. Now, there are a ton of these out there on the market, so I would suggest getting a braided one, just like this, and try to see if you can look in the photos or reviews at how the joint looks from where the wire meets the connector, because that is a common failure point. If it's completely sealed, then it's probably of pretty decent quality. And of course, you'll want to make sure that the cable meets the power delivery requirement that you need. Unless you're one of those iPhone 15 users, then here you go. There's this USB-A to USB-C cable from Cable Creation. I showed this in my recent Absolute One review. I'll probably not use it, but it can double as a charger for that handheld as well as your iPhone 15. And it's braided. Do note though that it's USB 2.0, so I'd stick to 3.0 or higher if you're actually transmitting large files. And that one was sent to me by Cable Creation. What if you want something just as versatile as that big brick charger? Well, you're in luck. I got these two collapsible cables here. Now, I have no confidence in the durability of these things, but if space is your top priority, these things will probably get the job done. This green one here I picked up off of Temu, and well, it's just for low power devices, but you can see you can charge a couple of different devices with it. And that can come in handy if you really need just that little charge. This other one though is pretty impressive. It can deliver 100 watts, and look how compact it is. It's also got a couple of extension points, so it's compact enough to fit in this case and have plenty of room to spare. Full disclosure, I did trip over this wire before too, and it actually just collapsed on itself and nothing was worse for wear, except for my face. Real quick before I get into the case recommendations, don't forget to do the okayest thing and smash the like and subscribe buttons. So for cases, I personally love the versatility of this JSAUX type case. This one I have here I'm pretty sure is just a knockoff, but there are two versions of the original JSAUX case. The original one, which looks just like this, and then there's an upgraded one which has additional storage. As you can see here, I can fit all types of things including the charger, a hub, and so on, and still have space to spare. It's also capable of fitting an AOK Zoe A1 or A1 Pro, a 1X Player 2 Pro, with slight modifications, like this Velcro strap that I'm known for. It is advertised as a Steam Deck case, so of course that's not a problem to fit. And it can also fit the ROG Ally with some room to spare as well. As an alternative to the JSAUX style cases, while I don't have this Spigen case, I know it's a common recommendation on the AOK Zoe and OneNetBook Discord servers for the handhelds I just mentioned. This case is more money than that JSAUX one, and I'm not sold on putting my charger and other objects over the handheld screen, but it's really up to personal preference, as far as I know, since you don't need to modify this case in any way, like with the Velcro strap that I just showed. Now, if you're looking for a smaller case, like for a Win 4, My understanding is that these TomToc cases are the way to go, though I don't have them on hand so I can't attest to their quality. As for bags, I have two here that I'll share. The first of which I think is just okay, as there is no exterior protection. But there are multiple spaces where you can fit that JSAUX type case inside. You may want to get a sticker to cover up that Deegotech name though. Here we go. That's much better. What, you don't like unicorns? Speaking of unicorns, this one might be the one. This bag, which Annapro was kind enough to send over to me for review, might look like a bunch of other bags on Amazon, but I've been told it's been upgraded. What was upgraded exactly? I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, it would be the exterior shell, this grommet, and the hand strap. So the exterior shell I'd say is fairly rugged, as I have to put a fair amount of pressure in order to collapse it. And while I wouldn't put my devices outward facing like this, I think it's probably numerous times more durable than that Deegotech bag that I just showed you. As for the grommet, there is enough room for you to fit 2 cables if you want. Though I think the preferred usage method would be to just run a single cable from, say, your power bank, and then you can just charge whatever you're using from the cable that's sticking out. I won't go over any power banks or battery packs today, as I'm still waiting on one that I just ordered, but leave me a comment if you'd like to see some power bank recommendations. The last thing I'll say about this bag is that it's got a quick adjustment strap that lets you lengthen or shorten the strap, and also swap from left to right and vice versa. And even better, I've been informed that you can use code GGANNAPRO on Amazon as well as Annapro's official website to get 10% off of your purchase. No, this is not a sponsored ad, just to be clear, but I do think this bag is of pretty high quality. And you can see that it even fits a 1X Player 2 and my X-Real Airs. Only downside I'd say about this personally is that I can't really fit that JSAUX type case in here, unless it just sits in the middle of the bag, which isn't preferable. Now there are these straps, but again, that's not preferable. But you know what is preferable? You clicking the like and subscribe buttons and telling me what accessories you're using in the comments below. Thanks, and don't forget to check out this review next.
GG.